So I'm back. What would I tell you? I had an accident. I'll leave that story at the end of the video, so if you're not that interested in that, just skip the last part of the video. I was thinking we could start with checking out my what's going on with my collection, and this is the first shelf that I'm going to go through. And as you can see, there used to be only 2 shelves, so now I have these 2 in use. I actually moved, so that's why this is looking a bit different, and that is why everything is different places that they used to be. Okay, let's go. I think we start with this one. So this one is my Bellina red apple, Phalaenopsis, and I've been able to get it to recover from the root rot. I feel like this is going to be a really cringy video. I haven't done videos for a while and it might sound awful, but we have to start with something, right? So it was doing it wasn't doing that well at some point. I put it into a bigger pot because of the root, and for some odd reason it didn't dry out fast enough. Nowadays I'm using quite a lot of charcoal with my orchids when they are bigger in the pots, so that they won't get that wet. So hopefully when it's time to graduate into a bigger pot, I'm able to get it to actually stay healthy. I had like 30 degrees in my apartment last summer, and well, it was around 32 to 3 degrees. So some of my orchids didn't like it, and Bellina seems to be one who wasn't upset about it. So I'm hoping now in the new apartment I'm able to keep those who cannot handle the weather on the northern side of my new apartment. And here you can see what sort of issues, sorry about the flicking lights. So these came out, as you can see, after the weather cooled down. These leaves came out. So this one, hold on, is my Mariae tetraspis C1, and I'm going to, it has been blooming. I'll pop the blooms. As you can see, it's growing new ones constantly. There is a new bud over there at the corner. This is one of the oldest orchids that I have, I think. And it's been growing with me quite a long time, which explains why I have so many flower spikes. And it's non-stop blooming with this one. If it hasn't got some, it does have at least one bud going on all the time. So this is amazing. I like this one. And it doesn't, there isn't any scent in that. And next to it, you can see my LDS Bear King. So this one, it started blooming again. I don't think it had any issues with the, no, this is one of those who didn't have any issues with the warmer weather. So I have to actually check which one had an issue, because there might be something behind them that made them susceptible for the weather. Sorry, that's a mouthful of word. So yep, let's learn together and check what can we do differently this year. Now on to this one. So this is the Lodemaniana Dark. it has bloomed once. I'll try to find the picture of the bloom from this spike. I actually changed the fertilizer for this Ludemania as well. The blue one was one of those which was doing keikis when there was too much nitrogen. So I have swapped the watering for this one, and as you can see, it's making new bloom spikes. So this one as well doesn't like the generic fertilizer that I'm using, and I do believe, yes, this one again, not that badly as the Mariated Raspberry one had these issues with the warm weather. So this one is one of those which is going to the north side of this apartment. So now we are moving towards this end, and I have some fern there, and this is, it has Happy Sap, this one, and it's actually Maxima Varietis Rulia Hector. It went there. So it's quite small. So this is my palm here. I have this end which grew this. This was the first growth with me. So this came from that Orchids and More in Europe. I think it grew, yeah, it grew this one with me, but I broke it when it was just fresh new growth, and unfortunately that's quite common when they are quite brittle when not yet fully formed. So do be careful with the new growths. And it has graduated now into this area where other orchids are. I usually like to keep them a little bit separated for some time, and I think I moved this like a few weeks ago. I might have done it earlier, but I didn't have the time or energy to do that yet. I do like the Maximus, and I'm hoping to get more at some point, but at this point I'm trying to slow down with them so that I'm sure that I'm actually able to grow them. So that's why I'm waiting for the ones that I have, maybe at some point bloom or maybe grow better, not sure, let's see. And that horrible thing back there, it's one of my first orchids. I have certain things that I bought around 2017, 2019. This might have been 2018, perhaps. I'll check where I bought it from. Hold on. Oh yeah, it was further. So this is Cattleya boveringiana red. It was one of those which were really suffering from the issues with the thrips, and that's why the leaves look really tatty. This is sunburn. I haven't been that good. You'll see it that quite a lot of my orchids, as you see from there, they have sunburns, and that's because I don't have time to try take them out gradually. At some point I just have to leave them out and they can fare the best they can, and that's just it. I do go to work, so I cannot pamper them, so they don't look that nice, but anyway, I'm not showing them off anywhere, so in a way it's not a big deal. This is on a list to throw away. So basically, if it's not getting better and better, I would say within a year, I'm probably going to throw it away. It does seems to be growing bigger pseudables at least. So these are the after the repotting and all the bad care that I have had for it. And these are the three new growths, so maybe it'll bounce back, who knows. I'm more of like scientifically interested in how this can survive, because this boveringiana seems to be, or what I have read, they are quite hardy. So let's see. With this one, the interesting part is that if you look at the leaves, they are actually, they have this blue sheen, and that's because of the sun. And I'm giving them quite high light. So most of my highlight orchids have this sheen or this cover on the leaves. Little thingy. Where did I got? I think this was Orchids and More. No. Cattleya intermedia orlata. Yeah, it was Orchids and More. And I wanted to have this one for a long time. I'll take it out and show you how it has grown, but it's doing quite nicely, no issues there. That one here, that's my no ID Paphiopedalum, which is the Perle. It's the white one. I'll try to find the bloom picture. It should be blooming within a month or so, I would say, because the newest growth is there. It's a reliable bloomer, quite easy. I would recommend to beginners. Now this one was my pink order, where was one blue one. So this is Irene Finney cross with Ovation and BLC Triumphal Coronation Set. Both of them are really pink. I'll try to show you the picture. This is the newest growth, grew with me. Those three were there already when I bought it, and there is new growth growing there, so it is maturing nicely. And as you can see, quite big. I'm sure it's going to be a big orchid. Growing nicely. I got this from, it was from Lykke, and this is this year. Okay, let's continue with the shelf. So we just look at this one, and now we are here. This one is the Schilleriana cross with, hold on, it's stuck. Please let it go. Oh my, it's really eaten it. Yeah, hold on, I'll check it. So this is the Phalaenopsis Philadelphia Stuartiana crossed with Schilleriana, so it's primary cross if I looked right. Is it already that long time ago since I did the last report? I might actually have to report it soonish because the bark is quite small, which I have used it here. So in the middle it might be getting stale. So this one actually, I was training this spike here because it was growing up from there and the angle wasn't that nice, so I brought it here. And this spike is elongating there. As you can see, it's a huge plant, so it's been growing really well. I'm not sure if this is going to get how much longer. I would say this is one of the easiest one. I keep it outside every summer. I bring it in. This year I brought these in a bit earlier because of the move. So I didn't take them back out after I did the move. I just didn't have the energy to sort it out and try to follow the temperature and all. It was so late in fall already. I have a huge amount of keikis from the Ludemaniana cerulean, and this is one of them. That thing back there, as you can see, it's a Cattleya. It's growing 2 new leaves with that growth, and this is just getting started. So this is the Jewel Box Dark Waters, and yeah, it's growing. No blooms yet. Yeah, I cannot tell you anything more. This one, I'm quite surprised that this has good roots. So this is the Star of Siam pumpkin. This is again one of those from the Orchids and More here in EU. Surprisingly good root system, even though I don't see anything. But it's not that badly. It's not looking like it's badly dehydrated. It used to be, but it has been plumping up well in here in the pot, growing nicely. To be honest, a couple of years ago I would probably have killed this because of the roots, and what do you know, it's still alive. I have one Hoya here. I need to get this some kind of like nice looking cover because it needs to be in humidity constantly, and I haven't gotten around it. I really should do something, but it's only me looking at this and I can sort of see it through there, but it would make it easier to actually get it bloom again. I almost killed it. Hold on. So it's the Hoya Kania Kumariaj, not that. Don't remember. Might put the name on the video. This is my. Oh, I got it as a seedling. It was like this small. So it's tricolor variety Suavis, and as you can see, it's got good roots, decent root at least. I'm keeping it in quite big bark. There is some sphagnum moss sprinkled around to keep some more moisture, not that much. And this was the leaf during the summertime. So this was outside on the balcony with everything else, and I think this has been done indoors. So this is how it looks now. I don't know, it just grows. Does orchid things. And Gregum does look like it's doing nicely, good roots. Well, at least some which I can see. Growing new leaf, rooted quite well. This is one of the ones that came from the Equa Genera order. And here I have my No ID Paphiopedalum, which just blooms every year. Okay, and here is the Ludemaniana ceruleum. So if we go there, you can see there is a couple of blooms coming out. There is at least one, and there is one. So if I count correctly, 1, 2, 4 new flower spikes, and these are actually flower spikes and not cakey spikes. So thank you, Paula. It has worked. We do get the blooms, and I'm sure it's going to be quite nice looking blooming, since there is so many of the blooms, the spikes and blooms. Now here we have the other Morning Glory, which I have, variety Carnea. It's quite well established. This is the one which came from Equa Genera. I actually did separate them because it was easy, and I'm growing this to give to somebody or sell to somebody, whatever I'm going to do with it. Yeah, this is these two shelves. So growing nicely, no issues. I'm surprised. I'm already actually waiting for the next summer. Maybe I'll be doing those what's in blooms videos finally, when I finally got everything sorted out with my orchids collection. So we have gotten rid of the thrips. That was I think I battled with them 3 years or so, and I've gotten the fertilizers right. I have the right amount of light, so I do believe I can wait for more blooms in future. Fingers crossed. Hoping for the best. Okay, the story time. So I moved 3 months ago into a new, bigger apartment. Everything was going great until I fell while doing my moving. And of course, I hurt myself very badly. It took me 1 week and some x-rays, I think it's called magnetic pictures or something like that. So anyway, they noticed that I had fractured my sacrum in 3 places. So yeah, I've been quite a lot of pain, and I have barely able to walk, and luckily I have had help with my orchids. But for the 3 months, they have been left on their own devices, more or less. And I'm really surprised that everything is doing so well at this point. Yeah, I'm still walking, which is good. I'm currently going to physiotherapy and should be okay in future. A bit shaken up by the injury, but doing well now. So that's why I haven't been around for a while, because I've been just trying to heal myself. Yeah, that was a surprise. But thank you for watching, and I'll get back to you with the second part, I think within a week or so. Let's see how much I have time. It's quite busy time at my work at this point, so I'm sorry if there is big delays every once in a while. Have a nice day. Bye.